and welcome to episode 8 of Minecraft Windows 10 Edition, How to Survive and Thrive. In this episode, we're finally going to get around to doing that branch mining I've been promising you to do. So let's head off in that direction. There's a couple of things I want to get crafted up first before we do this. It is getting to be nighttime here, so we probably should sleep real quick. And then we will make a couple of things here. Okay, so let's grab some stuff. I want to grab 3 of these diamonds, and I'm going to grab a bunch of this iron too, and let's get some crafting. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to take the diamonds. I'm going to put one here, and one here, 2 sticks, and we created ourselves a diamond pick. Now I'm going to hold on to this. I'm not going to use it for everything because I kind of want to hold on to the durability a little bit with it. Next thing I want to do is I want to take some iron and put one here, 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 and it's going to create a helmet for us. Put one here, 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 and here. Take that one out. We do not want a minecart, but we do want the boots. Alright, so now let's kind of put that was a little crazy. We only need one. So now we got some leggings, but let's take and let's do like this so that we have one in each of these, and now we've got a chest plate. Let's pick up our iron and let's put that back in our chest. Alright, so now if we go into here, we can equip our armor and we are good to go. Alright, so let's head down to our mine. As you can see, I made the tunnel a little bit wider. And while I was doing this, I did notice something. I was lighting up these tunnels here on the side, just to keep it so that monsters would not spawn in on us. And one of the things I found was this blue rock, which is lapis lazuli, and you definitely want to collect that. Lapis is used for 2 different things. First thing it's used for is for dye, so you can dye things blue, such as wool or clay if you have it, and it's also used for enchanting. But while I was lighting this up, I heard a little bit of sound coming from over here. Hear that? Those are spiders. So I dug out a little bit here, and I don't want to open this up right now, but I did see something, and so I dug out this way a little bit to find a little bit more. Now you see this wall here? I did not place this cobblestone. This naturally occurred here, and cobblestone does not naturally occur in the game. When you see cobblestone and you hear monsters, you have a dungeon. In this case, we have a spider dungeon. So at some other point, we're going to come in here and we're going to explore that a little bit and see what kind of goodies are in there. I also hear some skeletons in there. So I just don't want to mess with that right now. We don't really need to be fighting spiders at the moment to get at what treasures are in there, but I'll show you how we can get in there and what kind of things you'll find in a dungeon at some other point. So let's come back down here, back down to the bottom, and I kind of clean this area up a little bit, and you can see that some more water splashed, and we got a little bit more obsidian over here. It splashed over in this direction as well. So we've got ourselves quite a bit of obsidian. But I'm going to show you a trick. Now we've got our buckets that we created when we did our farming. And make sure you got water in them. And when you got a big lake of lava, you can take the bucket and you can pour it down here and then pick it back up again really quick. Make sure you pick up your source block. And you see it's turned all that into obsidian. So let's go ahead and light this up a little bit. And now we can dig out in a little bit more safety. I just kind of want to open this area up a bit and see what we got going around us here. So we still have a fairly large lava lake. But let's go ahead and let's cover some of that up just for our own safety here. Drop it, pick it up real quick. And let's see, we got some, of course we got our coal here we can pick up. And if you don't need to pick it up, if you don't want to, but a couple of things is it does give you experience. You hear the dinging and you see the green orbs. That's experience that you're getting, and certain ores will give you experience when you dig them out. Coal, redstone, lapis lazuli, diamonds, and emeralds will all give you experience when you dig it out. Alright, so we've got some more redstone, and of course there's lava under there. Now you can see here too that this block could be safe to dig out and that one would be safe to dig out, because you can see there's a block here because the lava doesn't quite go all the way up to the top. So if we just plug that in like that and you dig this out, there's nothing underneath it, or there's a block underneath it I should say. There's no lava there, so we're okay. So that's just in here. But let's start with an actual branch mine. Or actually I want to start with collecting some of this obsidian because we're going to need it. And there's a trick for doing this. Now you can just dig up obsidian. You do have to have a diamond pick in order to do so. So let me swap out this for my diamond pick. Also I want to put some cobblestone here on my hotbar. I don't really need the redstone there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out a little area here. Now, okay, you see there is lava under there. There could be several layers of lava under this obsidian. And the last thing you want to do is to be digging up obsidian blocks and to fall into lava. So a safe way to do it is to get a block that's next to where you're digging and pour a bucket of water in there. So now when you come in to dig up the obsidian, the block will pop and the water will move and cover up any lava that's underneath it before you lose the block, and before you fall in and get burnt. So obsidian is the hardest stone that we can actually mine. Harder than that would be bedrock, which you cannot break at all. But it does take a while even with the diamond pick, and you do have to have a diamond pick to get it. So dig at it a little bit here like this. You see that pops up. So if we jump in the water here like that, you can see we've got ourselves a block of obsidian. Now I do want to get several blocks of obsidian because we're going to need it for a couple of things. We want to build a portal because we are going to need to go into the nether at some point. And nether portals are made out of obsidian. But we also need it for an enchanting table. So let's go ahead and mine up some of this obsidian. And I will be right back with you. Okay, So I've got enough obsidian for what I'm going to want to do in a future project. So let's get started on the basics of a branch mine. I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to my a pickaxe here. And what we want to do is you're going to build tunnels. And you just dig for as long as you want to, and then turn around and come back another direction. And you space them out however far apart you want. I usually do a gap of 2 between, and some people do 3. And the reason being is, let me come in here, let me just pop out a couple of blocks here. Now, when you're digging your tunnel, you're going to be able to see these 6 blocks around the outside plus whatever's in front of you. The only ones that you're going to be missing is the one that's under this one, the one that's under this one, the one that's above this one, and the one that's above this one. So if you skip 3, well, you know, you might be mining a little more efficient, doing less digging, but you could possibly miss something because diamonds usually spawn in groups of 1 to 8. So there's a possibility that there might be a patch where there's 1 diamond that's in this middle row that you would be missing, where with doing the 2x method you're going to pick it up, because my next tunnel would actually, so I'd have gap of 2 here. Let me dig this out a little bit here, and then my next tunnel in my branch would start here. So I would still see everything on this wall and everything on this wall, and thus the idea of the branch. Alright, so here's how I do it. Now you can do this any way you want to, but I dig, first of all, I dig in 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I dig straight in, and then I come to the end, and I'm going to put up a torch on the end. This just kind of lights up the front here. Now, it's important to space your torches out in a way that's going to prevent mobs from spawning behind you. So the idea is that a torch has what's known as a light level. The light level of a torch is 14. Each block away from that torch reduces that light level by 1. So we have 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Mobs spawn in light levels of 7 or less. So the maximum that I want to space my torches apart is 10. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to dig out 5 more. Now I'm going to stand back a little bit. You don't want to stand up directly to it, because if you dig and there's lava there, you don't have time to move. If you're standing back a little bit, you can reach in still. As you'll see, I'm standing here, I can reach a full 5 blocks out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't swing anymore. So now I can take out these bottom ones. So now I've got 5. Then I'm going to come up here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can see I've got lava here to deal with. So I'm going to take my bucket of water, I'm going to pour it down, pick it up real quick. There we go, we've covered up our lava problem. And then I'm going to come down here at the end. You see it's getting dark again. We're going to put our torch up. But I've got coal here to dig out. So one moment, and I will be right back. Sorry about that. I had a cat that was needing to leave the room. So let me dig up this coal real quick. Pop a torch here on the end temporarily. Now, me personally, I kind of like to fill these gaps in just so that I don't have to worry about monsters spawning in them and coming up behind me while I'm digging. So it's up to you whether or not you want to do this. Doesn't hurt. You've got plenty of cobblestone because you're digging and digging and digging. So let's just fill that in and keep going. Okay, we found some diamonds. So let's come over here and let's see what we got. Okay. Now this lava, we can block that off. We just take a piece of cobblestone, point at the hole, and get close, but be careful. Put that in there, and the lava will go away. Okay, see there's a nice pool of lava there under our diamonds. Do I have any gravel? No. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Remember, you can crouch, kind of like a safety net type of thing. You can move along the edge without falling over. Let's see if we can get something underneath there. So I'm kind of aiming at the block that's under this diamond here. And I'm going to place, good, there we go. I'm going to do, let me see if I can do the same thing here under this redstone. Oh, missed it. Try it again. Stand, oop. Careful. Okay. All right. Look around. All right, let's see. We do the same thing on this side. Unfortunately, I can't just pour a bucket of water on there because it won't go under the block. You just got to be very, very careful when you do this. There we go. Is there lava under there? Okay. One's good. All right, sometimes you just gotta use a little bit of savvy to try to get to this stuff without killing yourself. So you see there was some moving lava there, so let's go ahead and pour the water in there. Now if moving lava contacts water, it turns into cobblestone. So let's go ahead and see if we can get these diamonds out of here safely now. 2, 6. And let me go ahead and get another pick here. 7. All right. Now, there's some redstone. Ooh. See what we can get without killing ourselves. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's just go ahead and block this off like I usually do. Again, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Probably not going to be able to, oh, we did. Pick up that redstone. All right, let's continue on. Okay, let's turn around and come back the other way now. So I'm going to dig out one here. I like to usually put a torch on the end of my tunnel here. And I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to dig over 3. Put another torch here at the end. And maybe I will dig out another 3 this way. Because ultimately you'd want to just keep digging and you'd be in this pattern. So at this point, so we got 1, 2, the third one, we're going to dig in, dig all the way back to our beginning point. Then when we get over there, we're going to skip over 2, we're going to come down, 1, 2, and we'll end up here. And you just keep doing this back and forth. Okay, so you see we've made it down 2 different areas of our branch mine. We went down this way, turned around, came back up. Along the way we did find a few things. We got some gold, got some iron, most importantly we got some diamonds out of this, and we got a little bit of redstone as well. So that's the basics of branch mining. Again, you just keep digging it out, making a branch, going down one way, turning around and coming back the other way. That's one way of mining. Another way of mining is called caving, which we will do in another episode. We kind of did a little bit of that when we did some of our earlier exploration. And that can be quite fun as well. It's a little more dangerous because you walk into a big cave and there could be monsters around any corner at any time. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and close out this episode. And until next time, this is Desert Rat. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.